Okay guys, welcome back to our PGA Tour Pro Career Mode. This is season 5 we're on. We played the first tournament. We actually won the first tournament. Well, I say we won it. We actually tied with... Who was it we tied with? Who was it? Anyway, we tied for the lead, but we actually kind of got the victory. But to me, I look at it as if we tied, to be honest. So we're on to play, I think it's the Career Builders Championship, which I thought was actually not on that had been dropped, but I don't know, I must have played it with a different schedule. So it's a tournament that I didn't think we were actually going to be in. So we've already done a roll. We've got the normal difficulty, hard, and then easy. So I'm just going to actually set that just now. Let's go gameplay. We're in custom 3, which is the 3 quick swing. Oh, excuse me. So we'll go to normal. Everything else is on advanced, wind gust, off, 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 no beads, and putt line off. So there we go, save those settings. Right, let's go into the pro mode. There we go. Career Builder Challenge. So what we're going to do, we're going to bring back the penalty system, the fairways and greens count, just to make it a bit more interesting. So initially I had, where you roll 1 dice to determine how many dice you roll, thus being that 1 dice would be easy, 2 dice would be a harder number to hit, and 3 dice would be the kind of hardest. So I'm just going to use 3 dice because I think it could be too easy on just 1 dice. So there we go, we roll a 6, a 1 and a 1, so that's 8. So we need to hit the FG count for this round is going to be 8. So we're going to have to hit 8 fairways and greens basically in the 18 holes. So without further ado, let's get going. We've still got the same clubs. I still haven't really worked out a sort of decent way of kind of advancing up through the clubs. We're just going to play the first couple of tournaments with this set of clubs, basically. Wind conditions, well, pretty easy, 1 to 2 miles per hour. And we're on normal, so hopefully we should be getting a good round here. I've got my clicker for checking the FG count. So let's get going here. As I say, we won the first tournament. We played a pretty decent hard round. I think it was the second round we played. We played pretty well, it has to be said. Oh, it was Stenson. That's who it was. I just brought the page over, and
this is
we were both 18 under par.
PGA Tour coverage coming up next.
To turn this volume down the telly, I don't want it echoing.
Today it's live opening round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge.
I may have to change the tournament schedule because I thought that this tournament was dropped, but which I thought was a bit odd how they brought it in and then they took it away again. There we go. Angel Cabrera, 6 under par. Patrick Reed, 4 under.
For those of you just tuning in, we're checking in on our featured golfer here at the first.
348 to the end, so we should be okay. We shouldn't really run out.
Worried if you didn't have first tee jitters.
Definitely. You didn't have the energy if that was the case, but it's about turning that energy into some sort of positive form.
So having the FG count is quite good because it makes you kind of, want to hit the fairway. So there we go, there's the first one. So 8's not really a high total. So what we're going to do is we're just going to run the penalty system each round. So it's going to be a constant battle to keep the clubs, or the driver clubs, in our bag. And remember that we're also hitting only 60 power, so we're down in power. So it could make it quite difficult. Now, so if we've got a bit of a uphill lie, just a little bit. My throat's a bit kind of it's a bit gravelly. I've got water. Wait till I take a drink of water before I hit this shot. Oh, that's better. Right. Yeah, we've got a little bit of a slope here, so the wind's pushing it as well that way. So I reckon we'll go over here. 2 foot down, not a lot. Set it in here. That's good. Just drifting a little bit. McCall, what are you doing? The cat's going nuts. Oi, McCall. Pretty decent shot into the first here. Looks pretty level. You know when I say it's pretty straight, things do take a little bit of a turn. There's definitely a bit of movement beyond the hole. What is it right in the hole? Because I think it's pretty. It's pretty level, I think. Oh, you did. No.
Came to the putt, excited to make birdie.
Slight turn to the right.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now.
It did slope after the hole. We probably should have realised that, to be honest.
Down there. Make sure you don't drop a
bit
shot.
of a mistake there at the first hole.
Did the job right there.
No, start off with a par. Can't complain.
To the second hole now, par 4, only 371 yards. Frank, what do players need to look out for off the tee?
It's really a layup hole here. No need to hit driver down there. The biggest bunker in the distance there is about 300 yards. You have to avoid that.
No need to hit driver,
Nothing wrong with hitting an iron or even a hybrid off this.
We had a little bit of a draw here. Try and bring it back into that sort of turn. Come on, just turn a little bit, turn a little bit. We're going to be okay.
Frank couldn't ask for anything.
There we go. That's 2.
So
it just gives you something else to kind of think about when you're hitting your shot. You know, make fairways, make greens. Got a nice kind of lie here. Nice and level. Pin.
Scoring club in hand. If you can get it to the right distance,
even
15 feet right of this flag, very
should
much
get
a
this
birdie
close.
chance.
Spin. A little bit of backspin there.
So on the putting surface, and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here for second. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
I've got a lot of slope here, left to right here, slightly uphill. I'm reckoning that it's it's outside the left. Gut feelings there. Oh, I've hit it a little bit hard.
How does that not go in?
Amazing. Stroke looked good.
Plus 2% power there. Maybe just. I don't think it would have dropped if we had it normal, but I might have just brought it in closer to the hole there. So, steady start from us.
You can see by the
pars.
reaction, it has been that kind of week.
It's there in the L's.
Too many pars.
6 under through 12.
Frank, 100 yards longer than the second hole. The third, 471 yards. What do you think of this hole?
This is totally different to the previous hole. Driver should come out of the bag here. And,
oh, we've just had it left the target. Should be okay though. That should be another fairway. That's 3 of a target of 8. So basically, I'll just kind of explain the penalty system. We got 8 as our FG count, which is fairways and greens count. So basically, if we finish this round and we got 8, then we're okay, we survive. So the next round we play with full complement of clubs. If we got 7, that means that we missed the FG count by 1. That means that we would take the driver out the bag, and we wouldn't have a driver, so we'd only have a 3-wood, because I only run with 2 wooden clubs. I say wooden clubs, but 2 metal clubs or metal woods. So I would only have the 3-wood for that round.
Frank, for a long time,
and if we got 6, which would be 6 or below, so we're missing the count by 2, we would actually take out the 3-wood, so we'd only go out there with irons, basically. So that's the kind of penalty system. If we do miss the FG count,
they thought it was too punishing, and yet now
we go over slightly uphill. Just going to put a little bit extra
on the CB
on
McDonald's is one of the most innovative and one of the great architects that actually changed the direction.
Oh, we've missed it right at target.
Back in the late 1980s, the trophy
it's actually probably not going to pull as much.
Go back to the stadium
Oh, what shot!
Petition to put it removed as one of the host courses, a ban that effectively ran until 2015. But now the Career Builder Challenge will return to the rotation in 2016.
It does so beyond that hole. I'm going to go. I think I'm going to go just left edge. It can hold pretty straight, but I'm feeling it was just going to turn just a little. So that's one under. That's a birdie. Go to 1 under par. Through the 3 holes.
Now at the 4th, par 3. Frank, what's the key here?
What did we get? We did. I was going to say we got 3.
Pretty much tells you what is around the green.
Right, par 3 here. So what we've got, 3 foot down, winds marginal. Just going to club down just a little bit. Miss it right at target, but it's not a big miss. It should hold its line pretty decent.
On the safe side.
That's a nice shot. That's a green hit, so that's going to be 4. So we're only 4 more points on the FG count, and we're going to be safe. And again, I see a little bit of break here. Just outside left edge. Come on! In the middle. Birdie. 2 under par.
Has been compared to a young Rory McIlroy, featured golfer, making birdie and now sitting comfortably inside that cut line.
Right, here we go. We're never gonna run out there. I'm actually just gonna hit a little bit of a draw, just because I don't know, because we can't. So that's should be a fairway. I'm gonna mark it up. That says 5.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 200.
So we should make the tally. Once we get to 8, then we don't count anymore because it's irrelevant. We've got our target.
Second shot.
Oh, maybe a bit extra juice on the tee would have gave us the option of going for this green. This is tight. Oh God, it's a big. Right, we can either lay up or we could go for it, but it's. I mean, the wind's flat calm here. I'm going to play in at a fade here. Let's go with a fade to pretty much there, and then hopefully it just runs out. Right, we missed it left the target, which is not bad. If you missed it the other way, it could probably be a bit of a problem. That's a kind of safe shot. I mean, we're on the green, but you know, we weren't being ultra aggressive and going straight over the water. We shaped it in.
This is a pretty long putt here. You'd be happy to get this to within 2 or 3 feet.
What we got?
Really
3 inches down, not much. So just kind of dolly it in a little bit here. Break. Yeah, there's actually quite a bit. So we'll probably aim at his feet, I believe.
Could it be?
Oh, it's in the hole. Booyah! Ooh! Eagle. 4 under par. That was a perfect hole, actually, when you think about it. You know, we probably could have been a bit more aggressive with the tee shot, but we played a fantastic 3-wood. We went with the fade, avoided the water, but still got in the green. Right, par 3 here. Look at that, 240 carry. This is right. We're actually going to have to go with a driver here. We're maybe going to put some loft on it. 255. Let's just let it slip in here. Yeah, okay.
Frank, still relatively early in the round, but given what we've seen so far, this could be
should be good. How's it going to roll out? Oh, stop. It just rolls out a little bit. So that's going to be a missed green, so we don't get a click for that. So we're still at 5. But we should make it.
It's on the way.
Any chance of maybe a chip in here? Oh, we didn't hit it.
Well, this is how you build a good round, Frank. Just hitting greens.
Do that a lot with the chip. We just kind of hit it, just catch it short, basically. So slip that in for a par. Keeps us 2 behind Cabrera and Els. It's a pretty good start. I mean,
Frank, this is like a big water
we've played well so far.
PGA West, we saw it at the 6th, and here again at the 7th, a challenging par 4.
And there's no way we could drive that hole. So
I've never ever seen anyone try and drive this green. So it's just a layup. You see the bunker down there in the distance. That really is
just
the
a basic shot.
So something that's short of that, but really what I prefer is trying to
is that going to go too long, is it?
Something that you've got a full shot in, whether that be a 9-iron or an 8-iron.
Oh, just make it the bunker.
Not quite what he wanted.
Maybe a 3-wood would have been better.
Digs in, ready for the bunker shot.
Yeah, second shot here.
What have we got?
Aim a little bit behind that ball, an inch or two.
Just going to put a little bit extra on the shot. I don't know if it's hard to see. I think it's going to. I think the lie's above our feet, so. Oh, bite. Shot. Just kick in birdie.
Another GIR, green in regulation. He has a birdie opportunity here. Excellent lead for
5 under.
To 5 under for the tournament. 555 yard par 5 8th hole. Frank, is this a 2-shotter or a 3-shotter?
Good question, Rich. It starts to shrink down by the walkway, which is around that 330-yard mark. That's the decision has to be made. Personally, I think you try it at first, because even if you do find a fairway bunker,
we're not being really aggressive with it. We're not going over power as much.
It's well worth the risk.
Kind of keeping it tight.
That's in the
It's a
fairway.
fairway. That's 6. 2 to go.
Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5. His second shot.
Right, 2-4-4 again. I'm going to draw it in. I'm actually going to hit a big draw. much going to go with this. It's going to cut in. Oh, too much though. Oh.
Getting some sand in the shoes now.
There's a pretty decent curve on it, but we just didn't get it aligned right.
All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag.
I'm going to put loft on
Plus, if
this.
you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Let's get it up a bit there.
Well, the best in the game don't do it any
not bad. We left ourselves a bit of a putt here, but remember this is for a birdie, so
these putts keep the round together.
oh, my elbows went dead. Maybe just left edge there. Pretty straight, actually. It didn't really break as much
It shouldn't be a problem
as what I anticipated, but
locked in on the read and the speed. Just an amazing.
Well, keeps it at 5 under.
Records continue to fall. Frank, as we arrive here at the par 4 9th, 452 yards.
Okay.
I hear
big fairway
players
here.
like you often say, I'm going to take it on. What do you mean by that, and how does it apply to this particular tee shot?
Well, just this one up a bit. Just right at target, but it's not going to move too much.
Your best shot. The easy way is obviously to bail it down the left side, but then you almost
There we go. That's 7. So we're 1 away from our FG achievement.
So in the end, you're forced to go back to option A, which is actually to challenge the best shot you have, which is down the right side.
Now the difficult second shot here at the par 4 9th.
Now we're going to get a lot of backspin from this. You would reckon maybe just a bit. Oh, I've just missed it. Just going to go to the right. Oh, shot.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on
That
the short
wind just
game.
kind of held it down just a little
short
bit.
game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
Can we chip it in? Can we chip it in? Hello! 6 under. Let's have a wee check at the scorecard.
Frank, the par 4 9th at 452 yards is
It's not always something that I do too much is check the scorecard, but it's just nice to see your tally there. So there we go. Par, birdie, eagle, par, birdie, par, birdie. So we're out in 30, which is
and that's where you start to make a big number.
pretty decent there. Right, let's go back to the round here. Just left the target, but again, we should be okay. So that's us got 8. So that's us achieved our FG count. So I can reset my tracker tool, and I'll just put a tick because I've wrote it in my kind of journal. So FG count is achieved for round 1. So now we can just concentrate on the golf. Not that I wasn't doing that, but I was keeping score of my fairways and greens. Ball looks a little bit below the feet. It kind of looks as if he's crouched over a little bit, so I'm just going to go a little bit extra to the right here. That wind, maybe just hold it up just a bit. Oh, we're missing. Missed that bottom, but we should be okay. Bite, spin! Not too bad.
Beautiful work right there. The only thing I can say, Rich, is that was Sevier.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
What break have we got here? I tell you, there's not a lot here. I'm just gonna go straight. There we go. Bingo. 7 under par. Putting up a really good score here.
Frank, how about this hole? The par 5 11. Long one.
Oh, it is. And, you know, anything over 600 yards, only the longest it is the
Let's
Bubba
put a bit of
Watsons, the
extra
Dustin
sauce
Johnsons of the
on
world.
this bad boy.
They're the ones that can get home. He's winding this one
Go
up.
back out moment.
Power, though.
Booyah! Should give us a couple extra yards.
Ooh, that is long.
Nicely
Not
played
bad.
shot.
And don't forget, we're
310
only
yards
shot
down
power's
fairway.
only 60.
Playing his
Got to
second
build
shot
that up
here
over
at
the
par
season
5.
with winning points, making cuts, top 10s, top 5s, top 20s, top 30s and stuff. We get points. At the moment, we've got 25 points we got for winning the last tournament. So we need 100 to get to the next power zone, which is going to be 70. And there's no way we're going to make this green. So missed it right at target, but it's taken away from the water, which is not a bad play, I suppose. I can go off that. Looks as if the ball's going to be above our feet.
Now the third shot here at the par 5 11.
Yep, so this is going to swing over. What we've got, 87. Kick over. Oh, spin takes it. Spin takes it out. Didn't really. I thought it was going to maybe move a lot more in the air.
Long way to the hole from here.
But that slopey lie, and talking about slopey lies, this is not a gimme here. Apart from a birthday bit. Oh, look at that slope. Kind of levels out towards the hole, but I don't think it's going to turn as much as what you think, because the first bit of it's going to have a bit of speed on it, so it's going to not take as much brake. I reckon that'll be there. And it misses by quite a lot.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Well, the theory there was probably good, but just a little bit of brake on it. Not much, but just enough to maybe. Yep.
He'll take par.
Just caught the edge there. So we remain 7 under par. Got a shot lead at the moment.
Only 363 yards here at the 12th.
A couple of different options here, Rich. You can lay it up just short of where that nose of the bunker starts to poke out on the right
We've
side.
had it
of the
left
fairway.
at target.
You're going to be left with something
Should
that's
be okay though.
140, 150 yard mark to the flag. Well, if you want to get a little sort of greedy,
Find a nice decent lie.
short. That was a better shot.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Should be trying to get a bite. See, it didn't spin. But in there, kind of low, it's like a kind of, almost like a kind of sort of punched.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
This looks a bit of a tricky one, to be honest. Oh, it's hard to see with that thing in the way. There's a bit of break in it. Go with that. Hello! In the
Just
hole.
continuing to play
8 under.
really good golf. 8 under par for the championship.
8 under through 12.
Now at the par 3 13th, and Frank, in some ways, this is vintage Pete Dye, isn't it?
It is. His use of wooden bulkheads, plus the fact that he gives you that diminishing line. The further you go back into this green, you realise it's a larger carry. It just sort of reeks of something that's hit to the front mid-right of this green.
In the hole. Hit the pin. Hit the pin. Ooh.
Respectable shot right there.
I mean, conditions like this, 1 to 2 mile per hour wind, you should be making a good score.
Very long putt though.
There's no excuses, to be honest.
Careful if it gets away on him.
It's going to be downhill just a little bit. Bit of slope as well. Bit of left to right. It's pretty even, so I'm going to go a bit there. Feel kind of. We actually had it right at target, but probably needed a bit more break and a bit more speed.
Just a couple of feet.
Tap in for par. Keeps us at 8 under par though.
Drops for a par.
Styles moves to 7 under through 11, so he's actually just playing behind us.
Some danger lurking along the way.
Yeah, most of it's sand. Two options really: poke it down that left side, let it run down there like a bowling alley. Either that or take that bunker completely out of play, 290, 300 yard category, and get it down there where it's just a flick wedge in.
Just take this down here easy.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Just find a nice lie. Yep, okay.
This has really been impressive. Started off slowly, just didn't have a whole lot, but kind of hung in there, fought when it wasn't going their way, and now here they are with a few
4 foot down,
really playing well.
one's behind. Got a decent lie here.
Looks like it's going to find the target.
Reminded of what an old caddy used to say about the great Lanny Watkins when he was on fire.
There's a good chance at making another birdie.
From that man, standing over this putt, concentrating.
What is it, Nick, on? I think it's just outside left edge. There we go. Another birdie. 9 under.
Really hitting on all cylinders now. 9 under for the tournament.
Setting this course on fire.
Well, Frank, we are turning home. It says so on the scorecard here at 15.
It is, and once again, another example of great bunkering by Pete Dye. Bunkers on a lot of golf courses are just simply left and right, but what Pete Dye does, he lets them cut in.
Just right at target, but
that one down the left side
oh,
of the
missed
fairway,
it
cuts in,
by
so
a
that's
hair.
to be avoided. And, it's going to be about 280 yards to take it completely out of play.
It's over 300 yards, so pretty decent there.
Last bunker on the left side.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah,
see the ball's just below our feet.
Fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
I'm just going to hit an 8 iron. That wind, it's only marginal in our face, but
just an incredible shot. That is a very measurable
decent.
Great approach. Well played. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
It's right edge. Woohoo! Another birdie. 10 under par.
You can see why this player has been compared to a young Rory McIlroy, featured golfer making birdie and now sitting comfortably inside that cut line. Now to the
There's
par
one
5
mouth,
16th,
7
Frank, this is a
under.
pretty solid hole.
Like all the other par fives here, length gets a big advantage here. This hole, as you mentioned,
Still a
bends
big
to the
draw.
left. And that bunker can be taken out of play by the longest hitters. 326 yards will get you past that. Otherwise, there's sort of a V shoot down the right side that everybody else has to respect.
Big draw.
Nice
293.
Close to 300, 290.
Don't know if we're going to be able to drive this.
Second shot.
296. No. Really tight up there. There's not a lot of room. Just missed it right, but we're okay. You really don't want to be down that in that bunker because that slope is devastatingly bad. If you think about it, you're hitting from a bunker and you're maybe hitting, I don't know, 10 foot up or something. So if you kind of do a mental image of the bunker up here and then you sort of do your shot, it's a difficult shot down there. Not easy. There you go, pitch in here.
Safely on board.
Go. Just a little wee bit. It's been a missed shot there. We should have really been absolutely stone dead. Now we've now got a kind of a tricky putt for birdie. I mean, it says level, but if anything, I would say it goes up a slope and then down. So, okay, just hit it with this. Again, I'm seeing a little bit of break from the right. Oh, come on! Yeah! 11 under, 216, 2 holes left. Putting together a pretty decent round here. Here we go. This is the kind of TPC Sawgrass 17 island green.
Also an island green here in the California desert.
And it's called Alcatraz. And never heard of anyone trying to break into
downhill,
Alcatraz?
but probably a club. So club down a little. They go 160.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Don't spend too much. Oh, nice.
Excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. These putts keep the round together.
What we got? Just left edge. Go, birdie, 12 under.
Just an amazing display. The records continue.
Wow.
Well, here we are at 18. It's a par 4, only 439
Let's see,
yards.
let's get the scorecard
Again,
up here.
We've said it all day long. Water to deal with.
36-36, so it's 72 par. So at the moment we're actually at 60. If we get a par, if we get a birdie, we'll actually break, we'll have a sub 60, as in Jim Furyk style.
For stronger players, there's nothing wrong with
so here we go, something just to kind of keep in the back of the mind here.
150, 160 yards. Whichever way you look at it, it's something that you think you can find the fairway with.
Oh, got a bit extra there. Oh, just had it right at target, but we should be pretty decent. If anything, right hand side's going to be a better angle in, a bit more sort of green to work with.
This shot is on the
fairway and green.
over 300 yards. Frank, really good chance.
At 144, what we got to the pin.
Really, the only thing he's
Pin's
looking at
tight in
right
that
now is the
edge.
flag. This is a green light special.
9 iron here. Just take a little bit of loft. Ooh, we miss it right, but if we're going to miss it, that's the way to miss it, I suppose.
Use every inch of it.
Great way to finish off the final
Well,
approach shot with a
it's not going to be the
opportunity.
closest birdie attempt, but it's a birdie attempt.
This one just requires a little bit of focus.
This is for 59. This is to break a sub 60. Oh, it's a difficult putt. 6 inches down. Right, what line have we got here? Oh. Breaks a little bit from there. Yep, I'm going to go for it. What do you think? So guys, this is actually for a 59. Oh, I don't know. Let's go for it. Oh, we actually had...
Can't birdie them all, Rich.
Oh, we kind of... The line was there, I suppose, but just needed a bit more
and this will be a
grass on it.
putt here.
So that's an opening round 60.
Right,
12 under par. Did have a chance at sub 50, sub 60.
So through one round, Frank, our leader really put on a good show today.
They certainly
There
did,
we go.
Rich.
A bogey-free round, 12 birdies,
especially from tee to
6
green.
pars.
It's not easy to come out of the gates like that.
Pretty decent round there, to be honest. I'm quite happy with that. Although with the wind at just 1 to 2 miles per hour, to be honest, it was never going to be difficult. But so we've got a 5-shot lead over David Lingmerth. Ernie Els won back, and I don't know who else because they don't leave that leaderboard up, which is annoying. So guys, that's going to complete the opening round here. A nice, good, solid 60. 12 under par. So, wind conditions for tomorrow. Wind speed 7 to 11 miles per hour, so a bit more movement in the air. But all in all, still not too bad. So guys, that's going to conclude the opening round of the Career Builder Challenge at PGA West Stadium TPC course at La Quinta in California. So once again guys, hit that subscribe button and you keep up to date with the videos, and I'll see you for more videos coming up soon. Thanks for watching guys, see you later, bye.